So recently I found that I've been doubting myself a lot. Doubting myself in the sense of that, can I actually make it with this content stuff? Can I actually make money with a personal brand? I've been looking around at kind of my competitors, the thousands of people trying to monetize fitness personal brand using coaching, etc. And I look at these people and I say to myself, sometimes I say, how? How are they doing it? But I can't. Maybe it's just not for me. And that's what I've been kind of drilling into myself, unfortunately, recently. And then the other half of the time I look at them and say, if that guy's doing it, then of course I can do it too. But yeah, I don't know. Recently I've had a lot of doubt, and I've been on kind of like a soul searching mission to solve that, because obviously I want to do this thing. I know deep down I can do it. I have done it. I think if you can make money once, you can make it 1,000 times doing the same thing. I genuinely believe that. So once I came to that conclusion a couple of weeks ago, that I just feel so much self-doubt and I don't want to feel that way anymore. I want to feel again like the fire's under me, like I know that I can do it. So I really want that feeling back. So I had a look around and I came across the concept that I've come across before, but I never really looked into it. I kind of saw it as like woo-woo bullshit, but it's visualization essentially. And visualization in the sense of changing your self-identity. Because right now my self-identity is my life, my 9 to 5. I go to the gym, I make some fitness videos, I don't make much money from them. And that's kind of recently what I've condemned myself to and convinced myself that that's my reality and that will only ever be my reality. So I'm reading a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, almost call it kinetics. And basically I'm about, let's have a look, a third of the way through. And so far, the kind of concept behind it is your life, your success, everything that you have is determined by your own predisposed self-identity that you've got for yourself based on the experiences that you've had in life, I guess some genetic factors, and yeah, pretty much just everything you've gone through over your life, the people you've interacted with, the experiences you've had, the things people have said about you, the things you believe about yourself, they all come from the external world really, and also your internal state. And like I said, recently I've been finding that my self-identity is that I can't do this. I'm not cut out for it. It's just not for me. Like all that typical self-doubting bullshit. So going through this book so far, it basically gives you methods to kind of change that, change your self-identity so that you can see the success and you can grow in the areas that you want. So recently I've been, when I say recently, I mean literally in the past 2 days. So yeah, very recently. I've been spending 10 minutes doing visualization exercises where you sit there, you close your eyes, and you imagine yourself walking into a cinema essentially. You sit down in the cinema chair alone, and there's a countdown on the screen, like the old 3, 2, 1. And then you visualize the state that you want to be in, where you want to be, the success that you want. Perhaps if your goal was something other than that, you visualize that. Let's say you want to get in shape, you visualize yourself in shape. But I've been visualizing myself succeeding with this personal brand thing. And it's weird, like even just doing it for 2 days, I feel more convinced that it can become my reality, if that makes sense. Obviously I know it's not my reality now, but I'm kind of getting that sense of it can be again. And I've only been doing it for 2 days, so I'm going to try and do it for the next, well, continuously until I do it, I guess, until I actually make it. But the whole premise of how it works is what you experience in life, it impacts your nervous system, it impacts your brain, you remember it, so it becomes part of you. So visualization, essentially, your brain and your nervous system doesn't know the difference. You still feel the feelings, you still smell the smell, you see the sights, you experience those things if you visualize properly. Obviously I'm not there yet, I'm not saying I'm some expert visualization person, but in just the short time that I have been doing it, it's weird. It's like it almost has happened. Like the stuff that I'm visualizing is almost real in a way. And I just think self-doubt, you just it when you have self-doubt, it's so difficult to succeed and so difficult to get where you want to go because, well, you know, you are literally proactively acting against yourself. And the whole point of visualization is that you visualize it, your nervous system experiences it, and you start acting like the person that has achieved that. And if you start acting like the person that has achieved that, you're more likely to achieve that. So recently, a lot of the time, I've been finding myself, I'm doubting myself, and I end up not doing tasks that I need to do, whether that be making a video, improving my funnel, interacting with a client, because I'm just like, what's the point? It's not gonna work for me, so why give it my all? But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to slowly shift my beliefs, my limiting beliefs, my self-identity towards the fact that I can do it. And I think I'm getting there slowly. This is going to be day 3 of visualization, and I'll obviously, depending on how it goes, I'm sure it will go well. I do believe that it will go well. I will update any of you watching this video on how it went. But the kind of point that I'm trying to make is that there are going to be periods where you doubt yourself in any pursuit, especially pursuits that are hard. When you look around and you see others doing best than you, it becomes so easy to compare yourself to them, to say, this isn't for me, that those people can do it, but I can't. But at the end of the day, I have always believed that if someone else can do it, anything, I can do it too. We're all human beings at the end of the day, and none of us are inferior or superior to another human being. We obviously have aspects that we are better in than others and worse in than others. But if another man can do something, I can do it too. I'm well-bodied, I have a mind, I control my life. It's my choice what I do. My choice to make this video. If another man can make a video, I can make a video. If another man can make millions coaching, I can make millions coaching. So that's what I'm trying to nail back into myself, because I believe that for a long period of my life, but just after going through some failures and going through some slow periods, the self-belief got knocked out of me. And that kind of became my identity, really. And I need to snap back out of that and come back to reality, which is that I can and I will achieve what I want to achieve. And I'll leave it there. And see you guys soon.